Yes, it started. You can start.
Good afternoon, one and all. Good afternoon, sir. And we're happy to have you back to our second day on the faculty development session. The topic in discussion is research and its methodologies. I'm sure we now have a lot of insights on the topic from yesterday's session, and I'm sure it has challenged our minds and aroused a lot of questions. So at the outset and in the beginning, we will give a small window of time for any questions that our participants have, and I would request Sir to please answer them. The participants, please note, you can leave your questions on the comment box, or you can pass it on to Raghuram Sir so that he can display the questions, so Sir can answer those for you. Somebody would like to start?
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes.
Hi,
yes.
sir. I'm from the art stream. I'm English professor for English. So the methodology, sir, that you've given is mostly applicable for science and commerce or management streams. So how can I change the research design in order for it to be more apt for humanities or art streams?
See, your methodology, yesterday what we discussed, it is of general kind. We can, am I audible?
Yes, sir. No, I meant for the tools, sir. Mostly the tools of random sampling or some structured sampling, cluster sampling. All those things are more suited for streams like science streams and commerce streams or streams that requires empirical data. My stream is English, and streams like humanities or art streams, we have you can't. It is not very common, or you don't generally use these tools. So, can you suggest some more
Actually,
tools?
see, actually, for English stream, I think you don't need any questionnaire type. You need not any do validation like this, like how we do in science or commerce and management, right?
Yes, sir. We don't need it.
Yeah. So you simply your methodology involves just no, your mostly involves the reading of books or screening a movie or screening no a short films or screening a book, and on that you are going to write your views. That is what English humanities what people do.
Yes.
Yeah. So for you, I think statistical tools are not required. Only for science, commerce, and management. These three disciplines involves.
No, I'm
Or when,
sir.
and social science also, when people are working on any issues like on dealing with people, then only statistical tools are required.
No, I'm asking, sir, is there any other tools other than statistical tools that can be used by literature stream people?
Anyway, for analysis you need not do any tools, right? For humanities.
No, as in, if you
So
want, we can. Like, mostly nowadays, we have so much of comparative studies coming in, interdisciplinary research methodologies where we combine multiple streams, like, literature, and you can have sociological approaches also in literature.
see,
Such things are
when
also becoming in vogue now. So, um, I just wanted to know whether there are any kind of tools like statistical tools that's there for people like people who are in science field. Is there any similar kind of tools available for
no
people in
exclusive.
humanities?
Yeah, exclusive for humanities, there are no such tools available. But when you do interdisciplinary research,
Yes.
when you combine with any social science or somebody else, because English is always part of all subjects.
Yes.
But when you are trying to, join hands with social science people and continue your research, then social science people, I mean, social science means they deal with the population generally.
Hmm.
So then the statistical tools may apply, but not exactly as such for English literature.
Okay. So there is no particular any tools for
No, no.
humanities streams or arts.
Exclusive humanities, no. Because
Okay. Thank
mostly humanities and arts people rely on studying books, reading out, and just writing. But
you. Yes.
when you do some work on uh, the tribals living in tribals, what their culture is, right?
Yes. Yes, yes,
then
yes.
then also you're quoting only their culture, but not dealing with any numbers, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Then when there are no numbers, there is no statistical tools applicable for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Sir, we have one question from our faculty called Sadia Tabasum. So
Yeah.
I'll
Tell me.
display her question on the screen. Rashmi, you can read the question that she has.
Sir, as you mentioned yesterday, that the research topic chosen should be new and not much researched already. So, do we ensure that we get enough literature on the chosen area? Very
Yes,
good
sir.
question, actually. If the topic has been researched extensively, there is no point of taking that related area, madam. And if you choose a topic which has not been researched much, it's very good topic actually. Then you can do literature survey. How much you get? Okay. So on the topic, suppose say you are only 10 papers are available online about the topic. That is more than enough. Then you are going to add your findings to the literature database online. So you will become a partner in that. In that way, it is helpful for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, another question from our another department of computer science. Calvin
Yes, sir.
D'Souza, she has posted one question. I'll show it on the screen.
Yes. Yeah. The question is,
Yeah,
most of
question
us have
is,
theoretical knowledge about research, but when it comes to practical application, we don't get it. Are there any training institutes which can help us in these aspects? Uh, Madam, instead of no, there are no such training institutes which give training for you exactly in research. Your mentor or guide or supervisor, where you register, he or she is the only no who can give training for you in research area, but no one else can give outside.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And this is the only questions we had. This is the only question we had, sir. Maybe after going to the session, then I put it in the comment box. I'll show it after the end of the session, sir.
Yeah,
So
sure, sure.
can we go for the session, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes. So
Yeah,
can you
I'll share
please
the
share
screen. Yeah,
share
yes, sir.
the
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir. Can you able to see, sir?
yeah, yes, yes, sir.
Yes.
So till here we have already discussed yesterday, I think, dissemination of research results. Now today we move on to another important aspect in this workshop, that is writing a manuscript or a research paper. Normally we call manuscript or a research paper or article, whatever you call, right? So how to write this manuscript? See, this idea has come into my mind because I'm seeing my students, they do the work, but they fail in writing. So whatever yesterday we spoke about literature review, that majorly helps you to write your research paper. So once you do research review, of course we should have vocabulary. Vocabulary English is very important here. So writing is an art. So whenever you have flair for writing, and when you do substantial research review, with your results, you can do miracles. But people are suffering with this vocabulary and English. So lot of flaw I'm observing in their writing. So they're lacking writing skills. So I don't tell you develop your writing skills overnight. Overnight it can't be done, but slowly how writing skills develop. So when you do some literature review, you study articles. The more and more you study, the more and more you write. Then you can get through this. You can overcome this problem, and you can effectively write your manuscript and submit to any journal of national or international repute. So may I have a next one, please? So here, writing a manuscript, it has different headings, starting with title till references. Now, if you see the title is the most important part of your manuscript. It should be short, simple, better explanatory title. Okay, so people keep very long titles or just a small title. So the title should not be too short or too long. So it should be short only, not too short. It should be short, better explanatory title. Right. Now, once the title is done, I'll show you, and I also can share the. Raghuram, can I share simultaneously my screen also with you along with this?
Sir, if you get the option of sharing, could you please click on that option, sir? We'll see.
Let me check if I can send directly so that I can
Okay.
speak one slide here. I can show my paper which I published recently so that it will be coherence in this.
Yes, yes, sir. If you just click on that share option, we can get to know, sir.
Uh, 1 second, can I upload my paper in my drive and I can share directly? That is, I think that will be better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just give me 1 second. Sorry for this interruption.
Okay, sir. I'll stop the screen. You can do it, sir.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. We can see your screen, sir.
Can you see
Yes,
this
sir. It is.
paper?
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir. Properly, it is
Yeah.
visible.
Yeah. So this is a recent publication which I got from elsewhere. So I published in this journal with the impact factor of 1.8. So this is the title what I gave. So actually we have done this method, HPTLC method, basically for identification of these sterol molecules, and also we have evaluated antioxidant and anti-glycation. So I've given title like this. So this is the maximum words they allow, beyond which they won't allow you to give the title. Best example, one more journal, I mean, one more paper I've communicated. So the same with the same number of words, the title, but the editor suggested me to cut short the title. So this is what happens sometimes. So I need to cut short and give him a better title than that. So sometimes they might ask, sometimes they may not ask, but we should be more careful in framing the title. Okay. Now once the title is given, right? After that, your affiliations, your names and affiliations, author names, and also affiliation should be given. See here, author name we have given, and also their affiliations. So the author names here they have given A and also B on as superscripts. So to which institutes they belong to, we have to give affiliation for, because some paper may consist of two authors, three, four, like that, right? So you can give numbers, either 1, 2, 3, like that, or A, B, C also. That depends on the journal again, to which journal you're communicating. So each journal has different formatting patterns. So some journals accept 1, 2 as superscripts, and some journals accept A, B, or C, like that. It keep on going. So we have given A and B according to this journal. So A, this lady belongs to this Bharatiya University Coimbatore, and myself belong to Aurora Grand PG College. Right? We have to give affiliation, and here see on top of my name as superscript, I've given star. So star always represents a corresponding author. Star author we call, or corresponding author. That means to whom the correspondence should be addressed. Whatever queries are there from the editorial board or editorial or reviewers, they will send you the queries to you, questions. So we must be able to answer them, and again revise the manuscript according to their suggestions and resend the manuscript to the editor. So star author we call, star corresponding author. So I'll show you the corresponding author. We have to give details like email and all. So here it is. Okay, corresponding author, email address. I've given my email address. So this they only framed my short name RK Suripati like this, but I have given only email here. So you can give your phone number and email as well, but I given only email here. You can give phone number as well as email. Now next comes your abstract. So this abstract nothing but a summary of your research work. Whoever may be, whatever discipline, whatever area of research, we are giving summary of this. Okay. So this summary, so the abstract normally it is of two types: structured abstract and unstructured abstract. So what we have given here, this abstract is unstructured. Okay, this is unstructured. So structured in the sense, the structured abstract consists of subheadings also, right? So the background, aim and background, methodology, results, conclusion. So all these four headings should be there in structured abstract. That is called a structured abstract. Whereas this is unstructured abstract. Of course, this abstract is same. No, the write-up is same, but we divide them into different sections. So background, into aim and background section, methodology section, right? Then results section and conclusion section. So 4 sections you have to give. The same abstract, we divide them into different sections. That becomes a structured abstract. Whereas this is unstructured one. Now, how the abstract should be? Abstract is nothing but a summary you are giving. So the maximum word limit for abstract, if you take for any journal you take, it is should be from 200 to 250 words. Okay, some journals give 100, minimum 100, maximum 300. So it depends on the type of journal you're using. So from journal to journal, number of the word limit changes, slightly changes, but they'll give the maximum limit is 300 words. Majority of journals they suggest us to limit to only 250 words. So it should be 250 word limit. So the abstract what I've given, it is almost coming around 250, 252 words. So if it is 235 words, no problem. When they ask for 250 words and if you project it to 300 words, the editor might give you a suggestion that cut short your abstract to 250 words. Right? So it should be 250 words. Now, once you have given abstract, now we see what we have to write in the abstract. See, this is what the first sentence what I gave. I'll again I'll stop sharing. Again, Raghuram, can you please share your screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
1 second, sir.
Or can I share directly with my PPT?
Yes, sir, you can do it.
Yeah, I think there is no problem for you in between.
It's okay, sir. Yeah, you can share it, sir. No problem.
Yeah, sure. 1 second.
Yes, sir. We can see the screen, sir.
Can you see it?
Yes, sir. So slide number 49.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Yes,
So
sir.
the abstract should be in a single paragraph. Single paragraph, very important. See, when we conduct conferences and seminars, when we ask people to send abstract, so they keep on giving paragraph, different paragraphs, 3, 4, 5, 7 like this. So that is not acceptable. Abstract should be a single paragraph, 250 word or 300 words maximum limit, and the abstract should consist of a summary of your research work, what you have done. Okay. Now, what should not be there in abstract? Like abbreviation should not be there. References should not be there. Figures, tables should not be there. Okay. So these are key points. You should not use any abbreviations there, short forms, and references should not be included. You should not include tables, figures, graphs, whatever. So only it's running text of around 250 to 300 words of single paragraph. If it is structured, just give a small side headings. Like you divide them into sections, that's all. Okay. Now, how the abstract should be. So you have to write an abstract in such a way that it should attract the audience to further proceed for reading your article. So it shouldn't be boring. It should create interest in the researcher that okay, it's very good paper. I should read the remaining part, what they have done. So that curiosity should develop in the researcher when they're going through your abstract. So it should be catchy. Whatever you write 250 words, so it should be catchy and make the researcher to further read your paper inside. right? That is what I'm mentioning here. See, one paragraph long should concisely summarize the purpose of the paper, the methods used, results, and conclusion. Whatever we discuss is structured. If it is unstructured, there is no sections. Everything is same. Just only that subheading we are removing. That's all. Okay. That is what readers use the abstract to decide whether they want to read the rest of the paper or not. When your abstract is not good, they will not read the paper. I don't want that paper. For what purpose I should read? This is very boring, right? So abstract should be always catchy, and you should give enough information, okay, for audience to understand what is your work, what work you have done, right? Of course, 200, 300 words and should follow the format. Right. So this is the format I've given for your purpose. Now, I've given idea wise. The first step is idea or step, whatever it is, the problem to be investigated. So that is the your background. All right. What is the problem to be investigated? So this should be in 1 to 2 sentences that sum up why you are carried out the study. That is what you have to give in the first one sentence or 2 sentences maximum. That is step 1. Again, step 2, next continuation for this, the purpose of study you should give. By what purpose you carried out, right? Now, this example also I gave. This study is the first to use data from Mars Odysseus gamma ray spectrometer to correlate the distributions of water, ice, and rampant impact craters on Mars. So, why? What is the purpose? That means aim. What is the aim for doing this work? That you have to give in step 2. Now, step 3 is followed by methods. What methods you have used? Okay, whether you have used by questionnaire method or surveys or interviews or a review, I mean, relying on secondary data, book reviews or screening of movies. Okay, all these can be given in methods or methodologies. Then comes your results. You have to give your results. What result obtained from your research work? Okay, you have to give the result. Then interpretations, and finally conclusions. So this is what abstract typically should consist of, these major steps. And abstract, what it should not contain. So it should not contain a lengthy background information that belongs to introduction. In introduction, you can give a lengthy background. So you can give 1 paragraph or 1.5 paragraph. Not a problem. But in abstract, it should be short and crisp. Then lengthy methods should not be included. Okay. Then references should not be included in the literature. Should not be given in abstract. Acronyms or abbreviations, no, avoid those. Then figures, images, graphs, tables, references, all these you have to avoid. They should not, abstract should not consist of all this. So when you're writing abstract, please keep all this in mind and start writing your abstract. Following abstract, you have to give keywords. Of course, I didn't mention here. When I show you my paper again, I'll give you keywords. Any paper after abstract, abstract should follow keywords. So again, it depends. Some people ask for 3 to 5 keywords, or some papers, some journals ask for 6 keywords. So obvious 6, say for example, 3 to 6 keywords. So keywords in the sense, so whatever the major words you find which are key to your paper, so that once I type that keyword, I can get your paper online. So based on that, you have to give keywords for your paper, right? So that makes the keywords. If suppose if you have written a paper, published a paper, and I want to know that if I type the keyword from your abstract keywords, that once I take the keyword and type it online, I should get the paper of yours. So that should be like that. So keywords are very crucial. Then after keywords comes the introduction section. So very important introduction section. So all the background information, so it should be included. So the whatever the previous studies conducted on your topic, okay, related areas and related to your topic has to be given in introduction along with references also. Okay, along with references. Suppose when you're quoting a statement, definitely compulsory you have to give a reference for that. Okay, and when you're remember when you're giving references in your manuscript, that those references should include recent ones also. No, this is 2020. So 2020, 2019, 2018 compulsory references should be there. Okay, it has to be right, otherwise your paper will be rejected. So recent references should be included. If they didn't work on your exact your topic, related areas, right? It has to be given how they have done and what you have obtained. So recent references should must be included in your introduction part. So in introduction, the authors must present the problem is our research will address why this problem is significant and how it applies to the larger field of research. So all this must be included. So relevant studies already mentioned by other researchers, we have to include it. Now, last point, if you see, all important concepts should be explained and all important terms defined. So everything should be explained clearly in introduction part. Right, the author needs to know who will be reading this paper and make sure that all the concepts in the paper are accessible to them. So in that way you have to project your introductory section, otherwise difficult, and it should not be too lengthy also, right? So normal A4 sheets when you start writing introduction part, so it should be 1.5 to 2 pages. So 2 pages allowed maximum introduction part. Now what common mistakes you do when a student is writing introduction? Common mistake: too much of information they keep on giving, like no beating around the bush. So too much information along with beating around the bush, it should not be there. Please avoid the too much of information, and sentences should be very clear. There shouldn't be any beating around the bush. Be clear in writing your concepts. Then not enough information, you have to give enough information, right? Pertaining to your research work, your study. And unclear what study is. So some people write they write introduction part, but we don't know what they've done. Like this they do. So you should be more careful and be clear in writing what work has been done by others and what work you have done. Okay. Now a common temptation introduction, see, is to list material either in paragraph or bullet format. So some people write bullet points. If it is PowerPoint presentation, we can give in bulleted points. But when you are communicating your research paper to any journal, it should be only in paragraph wise. Please avoid bullet format. Okay. Then the confusing structure, if you see the anecdotes, okay, so they use my. So the first person anecdotes that should be avoided, should not be there. I found, okay, we did it, my work, all these should be avoided when you're writing a paper. So first person anecdote should not be there. I found, instead of I found plus write it was found. Okay, it was found, like that. So you have to use all these words, and please remember, keep this in your mind while writing introduction. Now next comes materials and methods. Materials and methods. So here what the key materials or the experimental designs or the experimental part, what instruments or chemicals, in this case science I'm talking, or in case of commerce and management, you write the data collection, how you collect the data, questionnaire, okay. So number of sample size, so all this can be written in case of commerce and management. For arts, humanities, so what I mean, how you collected the no reviewed your book, or no the areas visited for getting your informations, right? And the universities or companies you visited for getting informations, the books what you have reviewed, how many books you have reviewed, all these can be written in materials and method sections. Or if it is economics, the theories, what you have referred theories, or models what you have referred, all this can be given in materials and methods section. Please remember, you should use only materials what you have used, methods what you have used. Methodology is nothing but methodology or experimental part. But don't include references or conclusions, your results. Nothing should be there in materials and methods section. Now, what are the this is what we use in materials methods. Of course, most of the science I think I've given. Uh, Here subjects used: animals, plants, humans. In case of science, I'm talking, or sample preparations. Now, origin of samples and materials. Like if you see, example I've given here, 18-year-old students from the psychology 101, I mean, class at University of San Diego in California. So that actually on those students I worked, I did some research work. So that is a methodology. So you have to include the area, number of sample size, what methodology you followed for collecting the data, that should be included, okay, in material section. Now that's why if you see the fourth point, protocols for collection of data, okay. So what how what protocols you followed for obtaining requisite data. And you can also include your statistical tools, what tools you have used, what what softwares you have used for analysis of statistic analysis for the research work. Like there are so many softwares available. We can use Excel for preliminary statistics. You can use SPSS for commerce and management people mostly use SPSS. And for science, normally SPSS is not needed because for us the sample size is less, and we can use Prism softwares, okay, and we can use Origin, right? We can use Sigma plot. There's so many softwares available. You can use these softwares. And tools also can mention in case of commerce and management, like what test you have done, like t-test, ANOVA, chi-square, correlation, okay, so on and so forth. You can also mention the tools also in materials and methods section. Now, information of computer programs, especially for computer science background students or faculty, you can write your algorithms, what algorithms you are referred or used, or what programs you followed, for making up this your research study or design. In case of you can also quote research design also. Uh, in commerce management and statistical research in that, okay. And please remember, when you are following in this section, it is very important to remember that when you are following a method already established, and you are implementing the same method in your research, there then only you have to write the author name, okay. You have to quote that reference author name. Like you see, I've given example here. Samples are prepared using the same process as described by Newton et al. 2000. So in my research, I've prepared samples as per the method given by Newton. That's why I've quoted reference like this: Newton et al. 2000. Et al. Always stands for co-workers, because we do not give so many all the authors in the paper. There might be 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, or so many authors. Like So if there are only two authors, you write Newton and Ravi Kiran 2000. Like that you can write. But if there are so more than two, you can write Newton et al. 2000. So whatever method you are followed already published according to that method, then you have to quote reference. Otherwise, there is no need. Okay. Then you have to describe your experiment like this. Sorry, you can describe your experiment. So on. If it is experiment, you could describe, or if it is commerce and management, write the designs. And if it is arts humanities, you can describe your your methodology, how you are reviewed, right? The sections in that book. Now, what common mistakes the people commit in writing this materials and methods section? So, not giving enough information, that is a main mistake. So, you have to give each and every methodology, or experiment you have used for your research work. Compulsory. You have to give enough information. Then, inclusion of background or introduction material. No, wrong that is. We should not include any introduction part or background part in the materials and methods section. Then verbose descriptions, there is a main common mistake they do. Results reported, we should not do that. Then sources of error discussed. Okay, sources of error, that also should be avoided. Now come to result part. A very crucial part in your paper. You have to project your research. I mean research results either in form of tables, graphs, pictures, figures, like this. Okay. So the result should be supplemented by figures, tables, and should be briefly explained. Please explain them briefly. And this should not consist of any discussion part or conclusion part. Please remember. And no reference also. In materials and methods methodology, at least we have used some reference when we are following the same method as published. But here in results, we should not give any reference. Okay. Now there is another part in the paper that's called discussion, where we discuss our results. Okay, by quoting relevant references. We are supporting our results by quoting suitable references. That is called discussion. Okay, you can save that material for other sections. Conclusion, we have altogether a different section in the paper. So conclusion part is different. So what common mistakes you do in results? So whatever data you obtain, compulsory you have to analyze by statistical tools. This is only applicable for science and commerce and management people, right? So and what students do, they include raw data. So inclusion of raw data should be avoided, and redundancy of data should be avoided. Discussion and interpretation should not be given. No figures or tables. No, we should include tables and figures only in the result section, right? So they keep on writing description part. Who will read all the description part? People have no time to read the lengthy materials. By seeing the graph, they will understand what result you obtained in your research study. Then materials and methods reported. No, you should not report anything here. That's a common mistake they do. Then result section follows discussion. Okay. So here the author should restate the problem he or she was attempting to address and summarize how the results have addressed it. That is what results, discussion section. Okay. So you have to restate the problem, what you have addressed, and you have to support your results obtained pertaining to that problem by quoting relevant references which are relevant literature already published. That is what discussion section. You have to support your results. Okay. The author should also discuss the significance of all the results. Whatever result you obtained, each and every result you have to discuss. Okay. So you have to address all the results, summarize why it has obtained. So what is the background? What research has been done already outside? Whether is there any correlation between your result and already published result, right? Or whether your result are in no according or in accordance with the published results or not, or if there is any deviation, why the deviation has occurred. Everything should be discussed in discussion section. Okay, now potential sources of error should be discussed and anomalies. That is what. So already they have established a method in literature. In already you get that paper online. Now you have done something, a slight deviation from it, but results are slightly deviated. So you have to discuss why there is such a deviation in your results, or why there is error, why there is an anomaly in your results. You have to support. Yes, this is what I obtained. This why this obtained, because of this I have obtained these results. You have to support your results. Nobody else will support you. Right now, finally the author should tie conclusions into his big picture. That is very important point. You have to connect the discussion part to the conclusion part. Okay. Now in discussion, you can also give your limitations also. This study, the present study, is limited to whatever you want to write. You can write limited to so and so, right? And also further scope, further further work can be done, or further work is underway to carry out this so and so, which can be obtained. Like this also you can mention. That is a limitation in your discussion. Compulsory you should write limitation at the end of discussion part. So these are the few of the questions. You can go through them. So did the result provide answers to the hypothesis? If so, what does this mean for the hypothesis? If not, do the results suggest an alternative hypothesis? Okay. Have others proposed it before? Okay. If they propose, why the results are getting deviated? So all these you can quote in your discussion. So what common mistakes you do in discussion section? So compare the results. Of course, this is applicable only to few journals. Some journals are asking you can combine results and discussion section, whereas some journals, the editorials they are giving, uh, there should be two different sections for results and discussion. So it depends on the journal what you choose, right? Of course, that we cannot take as a common mistake, right? Now, broad statements should be avoided. Broad statements should be avoided. Only it should discuss only your results, support your results with already published results by quoting your relevant references. Okay. Now, there should not be any ambiguous data sources. So, correct published data only should be given. Okay. Missing information. Why that happened? Some people do it happened like that. That's all. Why it happened? So as a researcher you must be able to evaluate yourself, why this result is obtained with me, what is happening, what is the mechanism behind it, why this, why not that. So you should be able to evaluate, then only you can able to communicate to in discussion section. Of course, discussion followed by conclusion. It is followed by conclusion. So some journals again they ask you to give conclusion as a last paragraph in continuation with discussion. But some journals they suggest you to give side heading conclusion and continue with it. So it depends on the journal. So you have to conclude. Okay, conclusion should be also brief. Don't put lengthy information conclusion. You can to summarize your research work. Okay, and also discuss the future work also in conclusion part. Then references, You have to quote relevant references. You can take these references. How you can take references when you're referred for your research work, then all those references can be quoted. Other references you cannot quote. Okay, you should not quote irrelevant references. So references should be from peer-reviewed journals, okay, or books or magazines, right? So you can also give a few websites also as one of the references. Now we are giving websites also, right? From genuine sources. So we are giving websites. Textbooks also can be given in one of the references, right? And two main references you should avoid. So journal means journal. It should consist of some 15 to 20 references. If it is review article, this is for normal research paper I'm talking. If it's review article, you can quote 40, 50, up to 100 also you can quote. That's not a problem, right? So maximum 30 references should be there for your this in references. 30 references. Common mistakes, right? Formatting here. This is very important aspect in for not only for references for entire journal. So each journal has a different formatting. So you have to follow that formatting pattern and do the formatting according to the journal itself. So it varies from journal to journal. Even references also, it varies from journal to journal. You have to format accordingly, right? Then type of references. Some people some journals they clearly give website should not be given, right? So textbooks should not be given. Only the published papers have to be given. So to follow according to the journal guidelines, author guidelines, right? Now, if you see, I've given some mistakes. Some papers will cite 5 references, all of them textbooks, and this is unacceptable. No, you should not give all textbooks. One can be textbook. You can write journals, magazines, etc. Okay. Now, if a paper cite less references, what happens? Then the author may probably has not included enough background information discussion of relevant research. Suppose your research paper is good, but references only are quoted 5 or 6. Okay, that means you are not referred any background information, not included information introduction part, and also you are not discussed your results well with that of published reports. That's why you have to quote, you have to cite enough references, okay, in introduction and discussion part. And introduction and discussion part both should consist of recent references. Otherwise, your paper will be rejected. Okay, please keep these points in mind. Now, acknowledgement section, you can acknowledge the people who have helped, in carrying out your work, right? Your not supervisor. You cannot write supervisor because supervisor name, supervisor is one of the authors. Okay, you cannot write supervisor name in acknowledgements. You can write that director of that institute, okay, or any other who have helped you in carrying out this work. You can acknowledge them suitably in acknowledgement section. Then comes figures and tables. You can give at the end only. You have to give figures and tables. You cannot merge these tables and figures in the middle of your manuscript. You cannot do that. At the end, after references, okay, some acknowledgements and references. After references only, you have to give your tables and figures, whatever tables, and those tables and figures should be of high resolution. You cannot copy and paste from other paper. You cannot do that. Okay, a table and tables and figures should be of high resolution, right? You have to give a proper legend for tables and proper legend for figures also, right? For tables, the table title or title of the table should be on top of the table, above the table, and the figure legend should be below the picture, below the figure, right? Graph or picture or figure, whatever it is. So the legend should be down, whereas for table it should be on top. So common mistakes, of course, inappropriate format. So journal gives some format and we do in some other format. Okay, tables and tables and figures all they give certain resolutions. So in DPI it should be 300 DPI minimum, 600 DPI. Okay, so that we have to follow and we have to upload the figures and tables in our manuscript. Okay, the redundant information should be avoided. Less resolution and ugly. So when resolution is less, of course, the table and especially the figures and graphs, they look very ugly. So this is what this thing. I'll show you my paper. Hope it is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the title. Title followed by, again I'm repeating, followed by authors with superscript A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, whatever you like according to journals format. Your affiliations. Okay. This format the journal people have done. I mean, this no alignment. Okay. Then these are the keywords what I'm talking about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So maximum 6 keywords. Now when you type this word, this keyword, or this keyword, whatever it is, if you type this keyword, it will my paper will be visible not only first page, maybe a second, third in Google home page. Right? You can directly go into my paper and read it. This is what keywords are meant for. Right? Now this is the abstract. Okay, abstract should be 250 words, followed by keywords. So the journal itself they format like this. They keep the keywords like side and this like this. Okay. Now this is the article history those people have given. Received on 28th April, revised 23rd July, and accepted on 5th October. So almost 6 months they'll take, 5 to 6 months for acceptance because it is a Scopus index. I'll tell you the coming this thing, right? So then this is the introduction part. If you see, okay. So this is the introduction part. We have to quote relevant references, right? So 2007, 8, 16, right? 14, year 18 is also there. Okay. So 18, at least, because I communicated 20, 18, 19 should be included. Even 20 also we can include, no problem. I've included 19, 20 in my recent one. Okay. So this is about introduction part, right? If you see this one, see introduction part. So I've introduced the topic, background work. This is the introduction part, right? Background. What is the need for study? And this about my plant. Why I've selected this plant? What is importance of this plant? Everything. Then this is, description of my plant total till here. Now, what work I've done? Now, based on the traditional knowledge and ethnobotanical information, so sterols were isolated because ethnobotanical tribal people were used to this plant. So we went and inquired. So based on information, we selected this plant and we carried out this work. That's why based on traditional knowledge and ethnobotanical information, so the study has been carried out. Okay, like this. Now see experimental section. Experimental here, not all experimental materials and methods, and methodology. So all three are synonyms. You can write accordingly to the journal. Okay, this journal they have suggested me to write experimental. So it will experimental, right? Now some journals might give these numbers: introduction 1, materials and methods 2, like this. Okay, if you have subheadings in this section, you can write 2.1, 2.2, 2 points, like that. So describe the methods clearly, very clearly. So given, sorry, one minute. Okay, so chemicals and compounds from where I purchased, material from where I procured, right? So what methods I've used in this? These are all methods. This is the methods section. See here, as I mentioned you, I followed the same no method followed by. See here, the FRSA ability, okay, was determined as per the method by this this researcher. So I followed this method. Okay, that's why I wrote according to this method, according to scientist, I wrote like this in bracket. So Karadog et al. 2009. Et al means co-workers. So 2009. So I followed same method for this experimental protocol, right? So I've described this protocol. Again, same thing. This method also based on the method of so and so. Like this, you have to quote. You have to cite the references. Now see here, they also same thing. This essay was carried out according to this method. This according to this method. Like this, you have to mention. This according to this method. This protocol again published in literature according to this method. Like this, you have to quote. Okay, this is a picture. They have format like this. Journal formats. They have given like this. Now, this is the statistical analysis what I've used. See here, I've mentioned in material section only. These all material section. Okay, so this analysis was being carried out, and the statistical analysis was supported by this software. So I use these two softwares for my analysis. Right now comes results and discussion. This journal asked me to combine both. That's why I combine results and discussion sections. Some journals may ask you to give separate sections. In that case, you have to give results separately and discussion separately. Okay, results and discussion, you have to discuss. So tables, graphs. See here, all tables, graphs, pictures, right? Now, when you combine results and discussion, okay. Now see here, till here results, till figure 7 and 8, till here results. Now we have to start discussion in next paragraph, compulsory. Okay, next paragraph. So from here, discussion starts. But I'm not putting a separate heading. It's not separate section. This combined in this results only, results and discussion. Right? So start with a new paragraph and write discussion. Now see here I have quoted 2019. Okay, 2019 paper also I have quoted. Right? Okay, see here 2016, 19, 2020. Right? So recent references should be included compulsory. It's not, you see, there is no hard and fast rule that you should include so many numbers. You can include 2, 3, 2 introduction and discussion, at least 3, that is enough. Remaining all old references, it holds good. Okay. Now conclusion part, after this results discussion, conclusion. So this is what you have to conclude, right? And now some people ask you in some manuscripts, declaration of competing interest, whether there are any competing interest. So any, or any conflict of interest, that also to mention. There is no, others declare that there are no competing interests or there are no conflict of interest, right? There is no fight between anyone, right? You have to mention like that. So this is what acknowledgements. So acknowledgement section, you have to write acknowledgements. So we express our gratitude to our principal, right? Then to also director Bharatiya University also. you can write your own who supported you, right? Now, some journals ask for funding in few cases, especially scientific journals. So we did not receive any funding. That's why I didn't mention any. We didn't receive any uh, grant or funding for this. Okay. And some people might ask for supporting materials, supplementary material in the sense, see that suppose you're including in manuscript becomes lengthy. Okay. In that case, that material stuff you can give as in the form of supplementary material that also published online. They'll publish online. When you click on this link, it goes to your website and it will give supplementary material so that the authors can go through the supplementary material. Suppose say there are a few methods which I cannot give in materials, so our manuscript becomes more lengthy. Then I can give in the form in the supplementary material separately. That is also available online along with this paper. Okay. Now this is the reference section. References. Okay. So these references are to format according to this journal requirement. We have author guidelines. Okay. I'll show you one journal depending on author guidelines. You have to format these references. Okay. These are the references. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Raghuram, any queries with regard to this manuscript writing?
Sir, I didn't hear you properly, sir. Can you once again?
Any queries with regard to manuscript writing?
Yes, sir. There is one question in the comment box. So, assistant professor from BCA department, Shruti Goda, she has posted one comment. I'll show it on the screen, sir. Yeah, you can see. Sir, can you see the comment, sir?
Am I audible?
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you see the comment, sir?
Yeah. Sir, as you are giving us information theoretically, even though it's helpful, it would add on if you could give us an idea that how you kickstart the journey towards research. How you kickstarted. So myself, you're asking, is Shruti is asking my journey?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So one thing I want to mention here, you people. See, when I entered into my, after completion of my master's, I told you yesterday only I was zero. Or Raghuram is visible. Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can go on.
Yeah. So I was zero. Please remember, I was zero. Trust me. I got an opportunity to with one institution. They have given notification for a PhD program. For that, I need to write an abstract. Okay, abstract in the sense the proposal. What research I want to do. They asked me a proposal. So I don't know. Literally, I was zero after completion of my master's degree. So once they asked me a proposal along with my application, I just wrote something which I know from textbook. Then at last point, I wrote, "This is what I want to work on." That's all. I don't know what synopsis I should give for no, to carry out my work. Nobody was there for me to guide. Nobody was there. So I appeared as usual for entrance. Entrance I cleared, but I lost in my synopsis because I don't know how to write it. This actually, uh, no, what do you call, initiated fire in me. So no, somewhere wrong. In spite of being a district distinction candidate, what happened to me? Why I was unable to write a proposal? Then okay, keep on going on. Then I appeared for university entrance. I cleared university entrance. I cleared my interview also. Of course, before interview they asked me synopsis. Then I wrote a synopsis. Of course, my my boss corrected me. My supervisor corrected me. This is what you have to write. Okay, then I understood what is synopsis. That is the first step in my research career journey. Then from there, I used to refer lot of papers. I used to study while doing my work. Right? So many research papers. It's a never-ending process. Even today, I keep on reading research papers. Right? It's a never-ending story, never-ending journey for me. So I developed the writing, how to write. Then in fact I should thank my professors, because for me two supervisors, one from university and one from institute. It's a CSR institute. It is Indian Institute of Chemical Technology. Okay, ISCT, which is CSR institute, and one from Usman University from Hyderabad. So both are in Hyderabad only. I used to have two bosses for me, right? Both of them, grill me like anything. I'm happy that today I'm standing on my legs because of those two professors only, right? And when they used to correct my sentences, I used to observe them, what mistake I have done, how they are correcting. Yes.
Sir.
Today, yes,
Yes, no, sir. Continue, sir. Continue. Sorry.
today I won't say I'm confident enough I can write 100% right. We commit mistake because we are human beings, but we try to analyze and we try to rectify those mistakes immediately. Then once we write draft, then we correct our sentences. Then finally we fine tune our manuscript before sending to any letter. So this is how I learn writing skills. Writing is basically I learned from my supervisors. Both of the supervisors, they taught me how to write. Taught means not, they didn't conduct any training sessions. While they're correcting my manuscript, I was beside them. I used to observe what they're doing, how they did, what I used to do. Everything I learned by observing only. Right? So they helped me in this, and today I'm standing because of them. I owe a lot to my both the gurus. Is it clarified?
I think Shruti can post and comment whether it is clarified or not. So by that time, we have another question from Calvin D'Souza man. I'll show it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir, most often people change their research topic because of lack of data, or maybe they fail to get information from corporate sectors or government offices. What to do in such situations? So, very good question, Calvin, and I'll give my own example. Very good question. First, I started my research with one topic. After 2.5 years, I worked on that. After 2.5 years, I changed my topic. I'm only best example for this. I change my topic. One thing is, there is nothing wrong to change your topic, provided your supervisor should accept it. Right? Why I change topic? Because 2.5 years after working, I see I've completed 3 chapters of my work. Actually, my intention is to make 5 chapters work. 5 chapters. So first 3 chapters work was done, completed. But fourth and fifth chapters are most crucial for my thesis. But I I don't have any results. I failed to produce results. Right? I worked a lot, but unfortunately, I didn't get any result from my experiments, because for us it's experimental based, completely laboratory based. Okay, I'll tell you for you also, for you in your case also. So I unfortunately I didn't get any results from my experiments. I struggled for that. In fact, I approached my supervisor. He suggested me to continue this research. Then again I continued, but After 2 years, I asked him. 6 months, I continued. After 2.5 years, I told my supervisor, sir, please, I want to change the topic. Yes, he agreed. Ravi, you please change the topic. Yes, I changed the topic. Then after that, I never looked back. You don't, you please trust me. You don't believe that in 1.5 year, I completed my research work. In 1.5 year, I completed my research work. Okay. 1.5 year, I worked a lot, day and night. I worked. In 1.5 year, I completed my work, and I'm happy that we have applied. Even I've submitted a patent also for this. So now I have two patents on my name. So I've applied patent also after 2 years of my this study. So it's better for you if you don't get the data or fail to get information from the corporate sector government offices. It's not a problem. You try, then if you don't get the enough data, then you can approach your supervisor, change the topic, again you work on right from scratch. Okay, what I suggest is changing topic is not a big deal, but only thing is you should be mentally prepared that I've see people what they think. So in my case, 2.5 years is very big no time. 2.5 years, no, I should not waste 2.5 years. Then if you stick on to the topic again you are going to waste 2.5 years more. Nothing, you won't get nothing out of it. So instead of wasting another 2.5 years, better spend that valuable time, another 2.5 years, second 2.5 years time in your next topic, so that you'll get fruitful results with very good publications. What I suggest, if you fail to get information, you try you from various sources. Even after that you fail, you approach supervisor, please change the topic, again continue from that topic.
Yes, sir. And Shruti ma'am has sent the message. So I think she has cleared the doubt, it seems. And Rashmi ma'am, over to you, ma'am. Hello, Rashmi ma'am.
Raghuram, if
Yes, sir.
time permits,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to show you how to find these UGC care journals for you people.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. No problem.
Is it fine?
Sujata ma'am. Hello, Rashmi ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ravi.
Sujata ma'am. Sir is asking something, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Madam, if time permits,
So,
I just continue for 10-15 minutes more, and I want to show you how to
yeah.
find these journals, because nowadays there are so many fake
Hmm.
journals. So how to search these journals? If time
Yes,
permits,
sir.
I'll show you.
Okay, sir. Please, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. And now see, there are so many conferences, seminars that are coming up, and they're giving. We are going to publish in this journal, in the journal, and they're charging more and more in amounts for that. But please be careful. Please publish only in UGC care journals only. UGC, there are three levels of journals here now. Okay, so the top one are Scopus indexed. Okay, Scopus indexed. Then the next comes Web of Science index journals, and the next comes UGC care journals. So there are three levels. Either you can choose Scopus index, there are high quality selected papers can be published. Then next comes Web of Science journals, and then comes UGC care list, UGC care journals. Now, what prompted me this to for you to take a session on this, because in seminars, conference brochures, you see they're giving information that your papers will publish in UGC listed journals, UGC approved journals. Those are all fake journals. Okay, you yourself can find out whether the journal is there in UGC care website or not. Okay, that is what I want to show you live here, right? Raghuram, I'm sharing the screen and I'll show you live with regard to this. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
please tell me whether visible or not once I share this one.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. It is visible, sir.
Now Google I opened. Is it Google homepage visible?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Now please, all of you listen. Take the Google web page, right? Remember what steps I am telling you. Just make type UGC care. UGC care. Care nothing but okay, Consortium for Academic and Research Ethics. That is for UGC care. Okay, type UGC care and you enter it. The first one, okay, UGC Care Pune University. It is there. Just click on this website, UGC Care Pune University. Click on this. Now you will be directed to University Grants Commission Consortium for Academic and Research Ethics. That is called CARE. Okay. So website. Now here, see they have given list of journals, group 1 and group 2. Okay, fine. Group 1 or group 2. Of course, before going that, just here the third one, if you see, we have UGC care. UGC care list. We want journal, right? Just click on UGC care. You find three options for you. Search UGC care list, new submission, and analysis protocols. So analysis protocols is for them because their websites and all. And new submission is for your journal. If you want your journal to be listed in UGC care, then you have to go for new submission. That is not needed for now. Then our objective is to find out whether the journal is there or not. Then you click on UGC care list. Search UGC care list. See here. Okay. It is directed to this web page where you'll be asked to give your user ID and password. For this, you have to create your user ID and password. Okay. So I'll just create for one of you. Raghuram, can I create for you and show?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Wait 1 second. 1 second. See, don't have account. Please register here. I'm clicking register here. Okay. So title, Raghuram, are you doctorate?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm becoming Mr. Right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. First name I'm keeping
RAGHU.
RAGHU Raghu. Last name
RAM.
RAM Raghuram. Okay. So you have to give gender. Fine. Can you please give me your mobile number?
Yes, sir. 97
97
39
39
470
470
927.
927. Okay. Right. Now your email ID.
PS. P for parrot. S for second. RAGHU.
RAGHU
RAM.
RAM
1523
1523
at gmail.com.
You please check whether type right or not. PS Raghuram 1523 at gmail.com.
Correct, sir.
Yeah. Here password actually I'm giving one password. I'll communicate to you. You can change your password later on. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I confirm the password and you have to enter the captcha here. Right. Now your corresponding address, can you please give me? Can I write Deepal College?
Yes, sir.
Deepal First Grade College, right?
Yes, sir. Deepal First Grade College.
Deepal First Grade College, Mysore.
Yes, sir. MYSORE.
One. Sorry. Mysore, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm just submitting. Congratulations, you are successful registered. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now close it. Now again I start from beginning. Take the Google only for no remembrance. Now type UGC care, enter Pune University, UGC care Pune University. The third one, UGC care list, is the first option. Search UGC care list. Yes. Now you'll be asked user ID and password. User ID is already there, right? psraghuram1523@gmail.com. Now enter the password. So give you just ensure that you are not a robo, right? Then log in. All of you can see you are logged in into this.
Yes.
Yes. Now here we have UGC care list group 1 and group 2. Whatever all the journals are there, they are listed in this. Now if you see UGC care list group 1, these are all UGC care journals. Whereas care list group 2 includes your Web of Science index journals and Scopus index journals. These are high quality. More than UGC care, there are more quality articles can be published in these group 2 journals. Here you have to, if you click on, you can go to that list of journals. Okay, now let us see the first one, UGC care list group 1. Now if you search here, click on search. Yes, you have different options here. You have science, social sciences, arts and humanities, multidisciplinary, where all disciplines can be published here, and Indian languages. So in the parentheses, if you see within the brackets, they have given numbers 30526. There are number of journals which are available for that particular discipline. Right now, if you want arts and humanities, suppose you click on arts and humanities, you will get list like this. Okay, so you will get, there are total 359 journals here in this arts and humanities. 359 here. You can search that journal what they've given in the brochure, conference brochure, whether that journal is right or wrong, whether that journal is their UGC care group 1 list or not. You can search on yourself. Okay, don't unnecessarily pay that much amount for any journal. If it is UGC care list group 1, yes, if not 1000, we are ready to pay 2000 also. But it should be then UGC care group 1. Unnecessarily don't waste even 1 rupee on third rated journals. So these are all arts and humanities. You have different pages. You go till 36 pages. Okay, so almost 360. So 359 journals are there. You can search here, right? Suppose you belong to, social sciences. You can click on social sciences. You can find your social science journals here. Okay, American Journal of Business, Economics Research, Finance. Your commerce journals also will be included here. Management. Some journals will be included in this. Okay, if you want to see this journal, okay, say American Journal of Business, I want to publish in this. If you click on view, you will be directed like this. Right now, again, if you click on this, you will be directly directed to that journal website. See, can you able to see this? Emerald Journal of Business, Emerald Publishing, American Journal of Business.
Yes, sir.
So you'll be directed directly to the journal website. Now, even journal website is there now. Now I want to communicate to this journal, but I want guidelines. How to find guidelines? See, if you go there about the journals, you will come across all this. Okay. Then topics they're going to publish. Okay. Now here, see, journal description is there. Aims and scope. First, you can click aims and scope. Now, when you click aim and scope, just check Topics covered they'll give accounting, business ethics law, entrepreneurship, finance, human resources, IS, IB, management, marketing, organized behavior, okay, operation and supply chain management strategy. Only these areas are fall under this journal. You can see the scope also. Okay, if your research area is different from this, you cannot submit your paper in this journal. So first check the scope. Yes, now my uh, topic is falling under the scope of this journal. Fine. Once it is there, now click on other guideline. You can click either here or you can go here also. Either way, no problem. Other guidelines. So they'll give in other guidelines. See here, before you start, other responsibilities, research and publication, public ethics, okay, copyright permissions, open access informations, transparencies. Now, if you see the manuscript, now you have a manuscript. Format, article should be provided with Microsoft Word only. Some people, only few, very few journals, they require PDF, but majority, 99%, they ask for Microsoft Word. Right? Now, if you can able to see here, if you see other details, other email address, names, affiliations, right? Research funding. Now, see here, if you see in this journal, they ask for structured abstract. If you can observe this, structured abstract. See the subheadings, purpose, methodology or design or approach, whatever, results or findings, okay, originality, right? Like this, you have to give a structured abstract. In some journals, they ask conclusion also, right? Like this, structured abstract should be given. Followed by keywords, okay? Article classifications they'll give, how to write your papers, all guidelines will be given, everything, each and every formatting also. Tables, references, how the references should be. See here, if it is single author, you have to quote like this. Adams 2006. If it is two authors, Adams and Brown 2006. If more than two authors, see here, as I mentioned in my paper, Adams et al. 2006. Like this, you have to quote. So each and every journal will have guidelines. First, take the guidelines, other guidelines, and prepare your manuscript accordingly. Okay, that's how you have to go. Now, sciences, if you have sciences, you can go for sciences also. If you have multidisciplinary, you can go. This is one option. Suppose if they give some journal, okay, you don't want to go into these blogs, you want to search directly. Yes, you can search here directly. If you click this here, select button, you have different options. You can search the journal either by title, either by ISSN number, either by publisher, either by subject, or by language of publication. You can search it. Now, say for example, you want to search by title. Click title. Now we have different journals. I just check here. Just whatever. I just type it. Indian Journal of Journal. The Indian Journal of Research. What we got? No any journal, right? All of you are observing here.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
No any journal means that journal is not listed in UGC care. So when you are approaching the conference brochure, you just take that journal, write up the journal and type here. You can find directly whether journal is listed in UGC or not. If it is listed in UGC care, you can pay the amount. That's not at all a problem. If it's not listed, don't get into their trap. Don't ever give full paper for those conferences. I'll give another search here. Now title. Now I'll give this one only. American Journal of Business. Let me check American Journal of Business is there or not. Can you able to say this? American Journal of Business is listed in UGC care. Yes. Now, if anyone gives this journal, yes, you can go for submitting your full manuscript here. Like this, you can search for your UGC care journals. This is how UGC care Group 1 list. Okay. Now, this Group 2, high quality journals than UGC care, higher quality when compared to UGC care Group 1. So, high quality publication Group 2. We have Web of Science. In Web of Science also, we have Arts and Humanities section journals, Science journals, and Social Science journals. And we have Scopus Index journals also. These are very, very high quality research we published here. Okay. So what I've shown my paper that as an example for you, that is Scopus Index only. Okay. So we have to put some more effort to get published, right? So it's you have to write. You should have the results should be substantial results, right? Then the data should be substantial so that you can write effectively. How to write effectively? You should have some English. So do some gimmicks, English gimmicks, and write it. Then the paper should be well organized. It should be technically sound. Then you can able to publish in Scopus Index and Web of Science journals. So this is what I want to show you people. Okay, you can identify yourself whether journal is there UGC care list or not. Then you can decide upon whether you want to send your full paper to that particular conference or not. So hope all of you understood. I took a lot of time. I hope I am not bored you people with this journal referring.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Raghuram, please.
Sir, there's a question from Calvin D'Souza.
No.
I'll show it. It's in the two lines. After this, it's saying, sir, most often it is very difficult to get required data from corporate sectors or government offices. And while selecting the topic, we don't pay much attention to these issues. What can be done in such situation? Is changing topic is the only way out? There are the two questions she's asking.
That's already answered.
Okay, ma'am. Then
Kiran,
one
it
more
is
question.
already answered.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Then one more question from the Sadia ma'am is saying, sir, can you share list of few journals that are recognized by UGC who can publish our papers within 3 months?
Yes, you can search your journals whether journal is there or not. Suppose in the conference brochure you cannot find any journal. No problem. You can search directly here what I showed you. See, you can search group list. What is the discipline? Say for example, arts and humanities. Okay, click on arts and humanities. We have 360 journals around. Now you search journal by journal. Okay, then you can go through it. Suppose these 10 journals are not suitable for you. Okay, you can go to another one or third one. Suppose this journal is my area of interest. Okay, then you try to find out. Okay, click on the view, right? Go to the journal website and try to find out the scope of that particular journal. If your if your the research is falling on the scope of that particular journal, definitely you can communicate it. So this is where you find out journals in UGC care list. Okay.
Sir, one more last question from Assistant Professor Vanita ma'am. She is
Yeah.
asking, co-authoring is advisable or not, sir?
Co-authors are advisable always. It's not a problem. You can give 2 authors or 3 authors. That is depends on the people who help you, who are part of your research work, ma'am. You don't give credentials unnecessarily. Please remember in mind, don't give credits unnecessarily. If they've contributed for your paper, for your research, then only put their names as co-authors. If not, don't give unnecessarily. When some people they do no problem, I can give name, I can help them. No, you're not helping. In turn, you're harming them. It's a harm for them. Why? Because if the people giving co-author, suppose you worked, okay, Suppose we both are friends. Please keep my name. I asked. You kept my name and you published that paper. And when I go for any interviews, they'll ask me, "What is your contribution in this?" I must be able to answer. I have not done anything. I don't know ABCD in that. I don't know anything. I cannot answer. Right? I'll be in soup then. Okay, that's why don't unnecessarily okay or unnecessarily give credits to someone. If they have contributed, fine. Always co-authors advisable. If not, I am telling you one more point here. This is altogether different one. If you if you want to publish a single author, okay, single author paper are always uh, give more credit to you. They are highly valuable for that person. So single author is always valuable. Okay, I always suggest go for single author. Suppose if you are going for any collaborative research, then go for co-authors. Right? Suppose if you make your students to work and both of you got good results, want to publish, keep student's name always and keep your name published. In that case, valuable. Suppose you did work entirely your work, single author papers are more valuable when compared to multiple author papers. But provided if you have collaboration, always collaborative work is more valuable when compared to single author in that case. Okay, that is always advisable. In both the case, valuable. Is it clear?
I think it will be clear, sir. Yes, yes. There is no more questions, ma'am. Ma'am, over to Sujata, ma'am.
So can I stop sharing the screen, Raghunath?
Yeah, you can stop, sir. Yeah, madam.
Sir, I think Sadhya's question was related to how can we publish our work? Is it possible to publish it within 3 months? Not referring the journal regarding publishing
Madam,
our paper.
yeah, I
Yes,
understood
sir.
the question actually.
Yes,
What
sir.
Sadia madam has given. So,
Yes, sir.
I actually, if I share the journals,
Yes, sir.
uh, they cannot learn how to search a journal.
Hmm.
Okay, so I can share the list of
Okay.
journals in UGC Care, but I showed you practically how to search the journal in UGC Care Group 1. So
Yes, sir.
if you yourself can search the journal, that gives a lot
Hmm.
of satisfaction, a lot of knowledge for you how to search. Then you yourself can guide so many students, so many scholars in finding out suitable journals for them.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
That's why
Yes.
I showed you practically, madam. If you want some time, I can share with Mamata madam also or with you also.
Yes.
No problem for me. But that's why practically I showed you how to search these journals online.
Okay, sir.
That you people have to anyway, you or me, whoever may be, we have to search based on our subject or based on our area of research.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
It was a very informative session. Thank you, sir.
So I thank the organizers, especially father and Sujata ma'am, principal of the college, uh, Reena ma'am who coordinated with me, and Raghuram who gave me technical support here, a lot of technical support. So I thank everyone for the support, and I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to be with you for these 2 days and sharing my methodologies, research, and manuscript. And thank you for giving me this opportunity once again. I thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for giving us a detailed glimpse and understanding and taking us step by step through the techniques and methodologies that should be adopted in research. Gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you will have even more to express gratitude for, says Ziegler, quoted by Ziegler. With a deep sense of thankfulness for your time and dedication to impart your knowledge with us, sir, we would now ask Dr. Sujata Bopanna, Principal, to render the vote of thanks.
Research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. Good afternoon to all present here. Dr. Ravi Kiran has enriched our knowledge with the information regarding research methodology and upgraded our skill of writing. On behalf of DePaul family, I thank Dr. Ravi Kiran for his valuable time and shared knowledge. Thank you very much, sir. From the bottom of our heart, we are really thankful to you. It was a very useful session, and I think many faculty from our college will take up this seriously and start writing research papers and do research work. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all, and stay safe, stay healthy, right?
Yes, sir. Heartfelt thanks to Father Johnny Koikara for his immense support and encouragement. Thank you, Father. Our gratitude extends to all fathers and sisters for their support. Special thanks to Dr. Mamata for introducing a wonderful resource person, Dr. Ravi Kiran, to enrich and enhance our knowledge. Thank you, Madam. I extend my thanks to the committee in charge for making this program a grand success. Heartfelt thanks to Mr. Raghuram, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, for the technical assistance, without which virtual program would not be possible. Thank you, sir. I thank Rashmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, for hosting the program beautifully. Thank you, madam. I thank all the participants for their active participation and valuable time given. Thank you one and all. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We've indeed had a fruitful 2 days of the faculty development program on a very important concept, which is very useful for our overall development. I hope I can vouch to the fact from all our participants that they all feel the same. Thank you so much, sir, again for your valuable time, and we hope we can connect to you even in the future for any further guidance. Thanks again,
Definitely,
sir.
ma'am.
Have a great day. Thank you,
Definitely, any queries you can contact me. I'm ready to help you people in publishing papers and all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Raghuram, please, after this, can you please call me? I'll share the password to you.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Or I do one thing, I'll mail you the password, then you can change the password, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll mail you. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Okay.
Sir,
Ma'am, Sudhita ma'am, shall I end
Father
the
will
session, ma'am?
talk to you later. Sir, since
Madam.
Father is not able to connect, he is traveling, so
Okay,
he will talk
okay.
to you in the evening later, sir. Yeah.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, definitely. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, I'm
Raghuram,
ending
you
the
can
session.
close it. Yeah, you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
close
Yes.
the session. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Take care, ma'am. Bye-bye. Bye, sir. Thank you.
So
Thank
much,
you,
sir.
Raghuram.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.